Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel YVS Crochet Art. Today let's see how to crochet this beautiful table mat. First we have to work on magic circle and work on 4 chain 1, 2, 3 and work on a double crochet stitches into the magic circle. So far we have to work on 16 double crochets in round 1. Work till the end. So after working on 16 double crochets, make the magic circle, close and work on a slip stitch into the third stitch. Make one more slip stitch into the next chain space. Now we have to work on 1, 2, 3 and consider it as 1 double crochet and 1 for the space and work on 1 double crochet into the next chain space. So far 2 plus 1 chain, 1 double crochet into the next chain plus 1 chain and like this work till the end. We have to work on 16 double crochets with 1 chain in between. So after working on, make a slip stitch at the last of the third chain that I have made. Now into the work on 1 slip stitch into the next chain space. Work on 3 chain, consider it as 1 double crochet and work on 1 more double crochet into the same chain space. Plus 1 chain, again work on 2 double crochets into the next chain space. 1, 2. Plus 1 chain, work on 2 double crochets into the next chain space. Like that, in each chain space, we have to work on 2 double crochets plus 1 chain in between. At last, make a slip stitch into the third chain. Now work on 1, 2, 3. 3 chain, consider it as 1 double crochet. And work on 1, 2 for the space. Work on 1 double triple crochet into the same chain space. Plus 2 chain. Again work on 1 double crochet into the same chain space. So the pattern will be looking like this. Plus 1 chain again. And into the next chain space work on 1 double crochet. Plus 2 chain. One, two. Work on 1 double triple crochet into the same chain space. Plus 2 chain. Work on 1 double crochet into the same chain space. Plus 1 chain. Like this, we have to work till the end. Once more, I'm going to show you. Work on 1 chain and 1 double crochet into the next chain space. Plus 2 chain. Work on 1 double triple crochet into the same chain space. Plus 2 chain. And work on 1 double crochet into the same chain space. So after working on, look, it will look like this. Now make a slip stitch into the third chain, 1, 2 and 3. And make 2 more slip stitches till we reach double triple crochet stitch. Okay, work on a slip stitch into the next stitch, a slip stitch into the second stitch and a slip stitch into the third stitch of the middle stitch. Okay, now work on 1, 2, 3, 3 chain, consider as 1 double crochet and work on 3 more for the space and work on 1 double crochet into the same chain space. So far a triangle shape will be formed, as you can see. Now work on 1 chain and 2 chain and into the next middle stitch work on a double crochet stitch plus 3 chain for the space and work on 1 double crochet into the same chain space, plus 1 chain, 2 chain, and into the next middle stitch there we have to work on 1 double crochet, plus 3 chain for the space and 1 double crochet into the same chain space, plus 2 chain. Like that, work till the end. After completing, make a slip stitch into the starting 3 chain. Okay. Now into the next chain space we have to work on 3 single crochets. So far 1, 2 and 3, plus 1 chain, and into the next chain space between part there we have to work on 3 single crochets again, plus 1 chain, and into the next chain space work on 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3, plus 1 chain. Like that, continue till the end with 3 single crochets and 1 chain in between. 1, 2 and 3, plus 1 chain. Okay, 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1. Like that, continue till the end. So after completing, make a slip stitch into starting single crochet where we have done, and work on 1 chain, 2 and 3, consider it as 1 double crochet plus 2 for the space, and skip first stitch, and into the second stitch work on a double crochet stitch, plus 2 chain, again skip the first stitch, and into the second stitch work on a double crochet, plus 2 chain, again skip first and into the second work on 1 double crochet, plus 2 chain. Like that, work till the end. So after completing, make a slip stitch into the last 3 chain, and move into the slip stitch we have to move to the space with the slip stitch. Now work on 1 chain, and into the same chain space work on again 3 single crochets plus 1 chain, and into the space again 3 single crochets and 1 chain. Like previous row, we have to work in this row also. Same like the previous row with 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1. Look, after completing, make a slip stitch into the starting single crochet stitch. And work on 1, 2 and 3 chain, consider it as 1 double crochet plus 1 chain for the space, and skip the first stitch, and into the second stitch work on 1 double crochet plus 1 chain, skip first stitch, and into the second stitch work on 1 double crochet plus 1 chain, skip first and into the second work on 1 double crochet plus 1 chain. Like that, we have to work on with 1, skip 1 and into the second with 1 double crochet plus 1 chain till the last. So after completing, make a slip stitch into the third chain and move to the space with the slip stitch again. Now work on 1, 2, 3 chain as double crochet and 3 chain for the space, and work on 1 double crochet into the same chain space, plus 1 chain, skip the first space, and into the second work on 1 double crochet plus 1 chain, skip the first space, and into the second space work on 1 double crochet plus 3 chain for the space and 1 double crochet into the same chain space. So far a triangle will be formed again. plus 1 chain, skip the first space and into the second space, work on 1 double crochet plus 1 chain and skip first and into the second, work on a triangle stitch again, 1 double crochet plus 3 chain and 1 double crochet into the same chain space plus 1 chain. Like this, continue till the end. So after completing, we have to make a slip stitch. Look, it will look like this. Skip the first and into the second, work on a double crochet again plus 1 chain and make a slip stitch into the third chain of the triangle pattern. Okay, now make a slip stitch into the space again. Work on 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet plus 1 chain and work on 2 more single crochets into the same chain space. So far 4 single crochets with 1 chain in between. Now 1 chain and into the middle of the double crochet stitch, work on 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet and 3 double crochet, and we have to make a insert the hook into the first double crochet and pull through the yarn of third double crochet so that many rows will be formed like that, plus 2 chain, and into the next triangle we have to work on 2 single crochets, 1 and 2 plus 1 chain, again 2 single crochet into the same chain space, 1 and 2, okay, plus 1 chain. Look, it will be looking like this. Again into the next double crochet we have to work on 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and pull the yarn little longer, insert the hook into the starting double crochet and pull the yarn over into the first double crochet of the third double crochet stitch and work on 2 chain. Again into the next, work on 2 single crochets, 1 chain in between and 2 single crochets. Like that, continue the work till the end. 1 and 2. Work till the end. So I completed everything and the pattern will be looking like this. Isn't it gorgeous? Now we have to make a slip stitch into the starting single crochet stitch. Okay. Now we have to work on 1 chain and pull the yarn over. Now I am attaching red color yarn to the previous round into the with a double crochet stitch into the puff stitch we have done, right? Into that, work on a double crochet stitch. So far 1. Into the same stitch, work on second double crochet. Into the same stitch, work on third double crochet. Into the same stitch, work on fourth double crochet. Into the same stitch, work on fifth double crochet. Into the sixth double crochet into the same chain space. 7th double crochet into the same chain space. And 8th double crochet into the same chain space. Total we have to work on 8 double crochet into the same chain space. Into the puff. Look, it will be looking like this. Now work on a single crochet into the chain of the middle of the single crochets. Work on a single crochet stitch and into the next puff stitch there, into the middle stitch into it. We have to work on 8 double crochets together. Okay, so work on 8 double crochets. So far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 into the same chain space. Okay. Now again make a single crochet into the next in between chain stitch. Again, like that we have to work till the end. Look, I have worked on till the end and I've reached. Now we have to work on a slip stitch into the starting double crochet stitch. Okay, now work on one chain and into the same chain space work on a half double crochet, and into next 7 stitches we have to work on half double crochets. Okay, so far 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this was the edging with 8 half double crochets, and into the next single crochet work on a slip stitch. Now work on 1, 2, 3, 3 chain, consider it as 1 double crochet, and work on 4 more double crochet into the single crochet stitch. So far 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now make a drag the yarn to the first double crochet and work on 2 chains. So far a puff stitch will be formed again. Now make a slip stitch again into the starting double crochet and work on the border with half double crochets. So far we have to work on 8 half double crochets. So far 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, it will be look like this. Now into the next single crochet work on a slip stitch and again work on 3 chain, consider it as 1 double crochet, and work on 4 more double crochet into the single crochet stitch. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now drag over and insert the hook into the first double crochet and pull the yarn over into it. So far a puff stitch will be formed. Plus 2 chain and work on a slip stitch into the starting stitch. Like this, work till the end.